everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today we're going to do a tarot and oracle reading, diving deep into the month of January 2025 for you. We're going to get some predictions, what's going to happen for you this month. We're going to get some advice. We're going to read into the energies. So all I need you to do is relax, breathe deeply, and take a look at all three groups on screen. Select whichever one you feel most intuitively drawn towards. And a lot of you may feel drawn to more than one group, and a lot of you may even feel drawn to all three groups. And that's totally fine. You can watch all three groups if you want, because a lot of these energies that we are tapping into are collective energies, okay? So just listen to your intuition when it tells you which groups to watch. We have group number 1 with the reindeer. We have group number 2 with the hedgehog, and group number 3 with the snowman. These are all handmade Christmas ornaments, actually. My tree is still up, so I just grabbed them off there. Actually, my family members made these. So select whichever one you feel most drawn to, and you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps, or you can watch through. And while you're still picking, let me just remind you guys that I have a lot of cool offerings up on my website, spiritpsychic.org. First and foremost, I wrote a free ebook that is a tarot guide. So if you are into tarot reading yourself, you might want to go over and get that free guide, because it will give you an in-depth analysis of every single card, both upright, in reverse, and also apply it to different areas of life, such as love, career, your personal life, etc. So it's something I worked really hard on, and I'm giving it away for free. Go ahead and get it on my website. Also, another thing is I have personal readings available. So if you want to connect with me one-on-one in a reading like this, that is an option. I even have a month ahead reading available if you want to get a personal month ahead reading. But there's also love readings, career, etc. So many different offerings, and all of my readings are sort of guided by you, because you'll have the opportunity to email me your questions, comments, and concerns, and I do the reading on that. There's no need to make an appointment. You simply email me your questions, what's going on in your life while you're getting the reading. I do your reading and send it back to you in the form of an unlisted YouTube video. So you'll watch it just like this, and basically you and whoever you share the link with will have access to it. I also offer spiritual life coaching sessions, which are structured the same way, except you get an hour-long reading every week and additional offerings and daily email correspondence. So my life coaching program will be restructured in the upcoming weeks. So go ahead and get that now. But if you want to wait, I will be offering more with my life coaching in the next few weeks. So that will be things like deliverables, workbooks, affirmations, things like just a lot of cool things. Okay. So you may want to subscribe to my website to be notified when that is up. And if you get the free ebook, if you sign up for the free ebook, that automatically subscribes you to my website. So you will get an email when that life coaching is available as well. Also, my online tarot reading course is up if you want to learn how to be a good tarot reader and even take it to a professional level. And I do have more exciting things happening in the next few months that I'm so excited. I can't talk about it yet, because I believe that's bad luck, but when it's more established, I will definitely tell you guys some other things that are up my sleeve. So subscribe to the website if you want to be updated on all of my new offerings and get discounts and things like that. Anyways, let's begin your reading. Okay, group number 1, welcome. You selected this beautiful reindeer. Let's see what's in store for you in January 2025. You have patience coming through. So clearly, whatever's going on during this month requires you to be calm and still and gentle and allowing change to develop very naturally on a beautiful timeline. This isn't a no from the universe when it comes to the things that you want to manifest, but rather it is the universe saying that this will work out perfectly if you allow the timing of it to be in our hands. So for some of you, you may be patiently waiting for a fresh new start to begin. Like, you may know that this month, for example, maybe you are moving, maybe you are getting a new job, a new car, maybe you are waiting to hear back from someone or something, and it will come in at exactly the right time. And the patience message is not saying like, oh man, like I gotta wait for this. No, that's not the energy that I'm picking up here. It's more so you're going to be very pleased with the timing of things. And you're like, okay, so this development needs to wait a bit, but that's actually perfect because I have to get this done. I have to get that done. You know, you have a whole to-do list of other things that you should be focusing on, that you should be working on. So you're actually quite pleased with the timing of things and how things are developing in your life. And it's like the perfect timing. I don't know how to describe that. It's just like you're very, very pleased this month with how events turn out. I actually really love that you have the patience card and you have this beautiful angel here. Also, lots of snow surrounding her. So there could be some cold weather for a lot of you guys. I mean, up in the northern hemisphere, we are going through winter, so that makes sense. There could be lots of snow. We have Yang coming out in reverse. So this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is card number 1. The number 1 in numerology deals with your relationship with self and manifesting the things that you want to manifest. So, and Yang is your divine masculine energy. When these cards come out in reverse, there's a corresponding message of protection that comes with them. So let's read that from the book. Be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive action over confidence and aggressive behavior. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, especially with the patience message coming out. Like, don't just make a decision without thinking about it. One thing I would really recommend to group number 1, do not make impulsive purchases, okay? Be patient, build your wealth in baby steps. Do not impulsively make decisions that can be very risky or detrimental, okay? Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. That is such great advice. And that's exactly the vibe I'm getting from you. I don't know how to describe it. It's like your energy on your highest timeline in January is very calm, gentle, patient, like a monk who's been meditating on a mountainside. Someone approaches them with some problems and they're just very calm with a gentle smile on their face, giving them this ancient wisdom from within in a way that is not rushed or impulsive or all over the place. Can you visualize that for me? Because that's how your energy feels this month on your highest timeline. Very much in alignment with how things are going. Now, there's a lot of changes taking place in your life. I can feel that, okay? And your spirit guides just want to remind you that you are meant to be this sort of spiritual powerhouse. A lot of you guys who selected group number 1, you are meant to be this sort of monk-like energy. Does that make sense? Like in this meditative, I don't want to say trance-like state, but like this beautiful, peaceful, accepting state of mind and being and body and presence. Okay, that is your highest self. Your highest self is very connected spiritually. And with all of the changes that are taking place in your life, I don't want to say your lower instincts, but like something's coming out within you, this older way of doing things where you're like, I have to do this, I have to do that, trying to rush, trying to force, trying to chase. I suppose that is your lower instincts. Okay, so you're being asked to even just like pretend energetically to be in that monk-like state, you know, let people go if they want to go. Let whatever is trying to resist you leave and exit your life, and let this beautiful new path that you intuitively feel like is the best path for you gently move forward into your life with baby steps. And be very grateful and appreciative every step of the journey. And don't try to rush things. Don't try to force things. Don't try to chase things. Be in the state of attracting and taking action towards things in appropriate and beautiful steps. Very interesting messages. Wow. Okay. And then you have make it gods or universes or spirits or just not your problem. Whatever language you want to use, we all have different words for this. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. This corresponds with some wisdom that has really been downloading for me these past few weeks and months. And this wisdom that keeps coming forward in readings and life coaching is that you do not really own anything. The idea of ownership is a strictly human concept, okay? So when you pass away or before you're born and you're in spirit, the concept of the concept of ownership does not exist, okay? So here in our physical reality, in the middle world, when we view things from a point of view of ownership, it's actually quite incorrect. So, for example, the house that you own, quote unquote, you don't actually own that because when you die, it is no longer yours. And before you are born, it is not yours. When you die, you return that home to Mother Earth. You return your body to Mother Earth. You return your money to Mother Earth. Everything in physical reality is borrowed. It is not yours. It is Mother Earth's. And so when you really put your mind into that perspective, it actually brings a buttload of freedom with it, because then you step into this perspective of, I am borrowing this. And just like you're not going to borrow a library book and then set it on fire or like draw all over it and destroy it, you're not going to want to destroy or handle things with misconduct when you borrow it from Mother Earth. And a lot of people, when they are under the illusion that something is theirs and that they own something, they have a tendency to neglect it and mistreat it. So for example, when you are under the illusion that all of the money in your bank account is your money instead of the universe's, instead of Mother Earth's, you may be more likely to just spend all of it and completely let it dissipate. But when you view it as Mother Earth lent me this abundance, lent me this monetary value, and it is my responsibility to manage it and keep it growing, oh my gosh, that mindset changes everything. It changes everything, because then you're in this mindset of, I need to be responsible for this, just like I would be responsible for a child or a houseplant or a pet. It's my job to keep it growing, to keep it in a state of life and well-being. Same thing with your body. A lot of people have this false illusion that their body is their, well, I mean, okay, the language around this gets a little complicated, because on one hand, yes, it is your body, but you are also borrowing your body, your physical vessel. You return it when you die. And when you get into the perspective of, I am borrowing this from Mother Earth, I best be treating it right as to not offend her, it puts you in a whole different perspective. And then you're much more likely to choose the right foods and exercise and all of that. So that's what this card means. And I see you adapting that perspective in January 2025, and it changes everything. This may have been a perspective that has been sort of downloading into your consciousness. I want to say from November onwards, because that's when I started feeling this coming through in the collective, this collective wisdom of like, you do not own what you think you own. It will really get you out of lack mindset, poverty mindset, and all of that. The money that you have, the body and health that you have, all of that, those are blessings. Those are gifts. That is Mother Earth and Spirit allowing you to manage and borrow this because they think that you're responsible enough to handle it. And so I feel the tides are turning in January for a lot of you, and you're taking better care of yourself, your money, your property, your body, etc. A lot better care because of this shift in mindset. Yes, Queen of Pentacles, exactly. This is honestly the perfect card to go along with this message because Queen of Pentacles knows that she is a guardian of Earth. She quote unquote owns this land, and she made the absolute most of it, growing crops that continuously bring life to the world, feed and sustain people, as well as makes her money. Okay. And she uses that money, that abundance, to keep life in this growth state. She pays beautiful artisans to create her outfits, her chair, things like that. She manages her wealth appropriately so that way she's investing it in things that will give her returns. She's not wasting it away on things that radiate death energy. Okay. She is managing her wealth, her body, her land, her home extremely well and continuing to grow this abundance. Okay. The world needs more people like this. Absolutely. And you have this inner calling to be like that. And that's why you're having these sort of spiritual downloads at this time to manage your life, your wealth, your body, your home, your finances, your career better. Absolutely. I love that message for you. And also Queen of Pentacles shows money. You know, a lot of you guys are simply being trusted by the universe to handle more money, more prosperity. Three of Wands, exactly. You have access to more resources in January 2025. And with these resources, you will really be able to see the places that you want to see and do the things that you want to do. Three of Wands is a card of manifestation. Finally, my ideas, my dreams, my vision of what I wanted my life to be can unfold and begin to manifest. You're seeing it in real time, physical reality. It is so beautiful. This is a great month for manifestation. We have the Star in reverse, which is yet another card about manifestation. However, it is coming out in reverse. So a lot of you guys need to remember your own power and keep reminding yourself that you have this connection to spirit. You have to keep reminding yourself to get back into that monk-like mindset and perspective. You have to keep reminding yourself to get back into that state of mind where it's like, I am managing my body, or I'm managing the body, the money, the relationship. It is not mine. I am taking care of this for the world, for the universe. Keep putting yourself back into that mindset and you will maintain being on the right path for the entire month. Okay, the Star card also shows the possibility of having more people interested in what you're offering and what you're doing. One message that's coming through is don't be afraid to show the world what you've been going through and talk about what's been happening. So for example, if you use social media, like share your stories, your photos, and personal details like that, because people really want to see that, especially if you are somebody in business or who has a brand, things like that. When you add that personal touch, it really invests people in you as a person, as opposed to just your offering, you know, what you're selling. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my, guys. If you selected group number 1, this is a very prosperous month for you financially. And 10 of Pentacles shows harmony when it comes to different generations of your family. I have a feeling that in 2025, as a whole, like the whole year, if you select the group number 1, for some reason, I am seeing healing taking place in your family. Okay. You and family members who did not get along previously, you may be releasing resentment and treating each other with more respect. Your family life may actually be improving. And I even see like children getting along better, siblings getting along better, parent and child relationships getting along better, whether that be literal children or adult children, etc. I don't know why. I just see that happening for you guys in the whole year, but you're really going to start seeing that happen in January, I feel. And also, you're definitely just stepping into more wealth, more abundance for yourself, which is obviously fantastic. Any changes or transitions that are taking place on the home front will also be successful. Okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, some of you guys may be having really big wins when it comes to your home life. Okay, so some of you may be moving or purchasing property or selling a house or starting some successful renovation project, something like that. The home life just looks very beautiful. We even see beautiful artwork on the walls. So some of you may be investing in just beautiful objects of great luxury. And these are objects that hold and retain value over time. Things like original artwork or like artisan furniture, not that cheaply made crap, even clothing can retain some of its value if it's made and constructed with a lot of craftsmanship. I feel a craftsmanship revival will be occurring in humanity in the upcoming years. That's just something I feel, the era of fast fashion and very poorly made products. I don't think it's going to last forever. Well, first off, it's not sustainable, so it can't last forever. But I really just feel from a psychic level that in the upcoming several years, that era of humanity is really going to start dying out. And those sort of companies are not going to be as successful. And there may be several reasons for this, but I mean, there comes a point where people can reach a certain level of not being able to afford life where they have no option but to invest in higher quality products. And I know that sounds so backwards, but it's true. It's like you can't just keep, treating things that aren't supposed to be like easily replaceable as replaceable. Things like clothes, like back in the day, like think in the 1800s, they didn't simply throw out clothes. They wouldn't throw out clothes. Trash did not exist back then, okay? They would mend clothes, and when they really got old, they would then turn them into rags and things to clean, towels, etc., and literally use it until it did not exist anymore. That is how humanity is supposed to work. The concept of like trash trucks and having trash is a very new concept in humanity that we've normalized, and I don't quite understand why we have normalized that, because it is not sustainable. So yeah, think of life like that. I see you sort of gravitating in that direction, and it'll be a very slow gravitational pull that will affect you for the next several years, okay? We have death in reverse. So this card comes out when there is definitely an ending or something that needs to be let go of, but perhaps you're resisting it a little bit. Let's see what comes out next to that. 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is a friendship. And this person seems emotionally stunted, okay? I'm going to get very specific here, but I'm specifically picking up on the presence of a friend who has high anxiety. And this friend, because of their anxiety, they may really avoid putting themselves into new situations, like meeting new people, talking to new people, trying new things, traveling new places, etc. And over time, this has made them extremely sheltered. Because they are extremely sheltered, they may be acting in ways that are very strange to you, okay? So this could be like having an obsession with their ex. This could be things like becoming more and more closed-minded, less open-minded, etc. Okay, so we see the presence of someone who's becoming more and more sheltered due to their anxiety. You may intuitively be knowing and feeling that it may be time to gently sort of release this connection, let it go. Next to that, we have the Fool. It's okay though, and I don't think you're going to be very upset by sort of weeding this person away from your life, because there's a lot of brand new energies entering into your life. You keep yourself pretty open, group number 1. And so you're not really going to feel the emptiness of releasing this person and letting them go, because there are so many newer developments happening in your life anyways. It's like, this person is starting to just rain on your parade whenever you see them. It's like a negative 10 points to your mood, or you may get exhausted around them. So it's like you're not really missing them, to be honest. And then next to that, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, seeing things from a new perspective. Do not make yourself the martyr though, okay? Like, you don't have to spend time with people out of obligation, especially if they make you feel really tired. That's usually a sign that they are taking more than they are giving, or they have a negative influence over your energy. But all in all, group number 1, this is a really positive month for you, very prosperous. Finances and health are looking phenomenal. These two areas of life, you may be feeling stronger than ever before, okay? Like the healthiest you've been in your life, the most rich, prosperous you've been in your life. These are energies that are downloading for you. You're beginning to have a shift in mindset where you are actually reducing your trash. You are actually investing in things that have long-term futures in your life. And I'm not just talking about relationships and decisions like that, but also objects, very much entering into an era, the very beginning steps of an era where you are not being wasteful. You're being extremely mindful, extremely intentional about everything you do, everything you consume, everything that is in your life. With the Fool, with the Three of Wands, you have access to some of your biggest dreams at this time, and you're really starting to see some of your visions of what you always wanted manifest. So this is really positive. Don't be afraid to let go of this friend who is stuck, sheltered. There's nothing you can do for them. You can't fix their problems. They have to figure life out on their own, okay? Your family members will get along better and better and better as you continue forward on this personal path of prosperity that you've been on, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. You guys selected the hedgehog. Let's see what's in store for you in January 2025. You have the 4th chakra with Archangel Raphael. So this is the heart space, the heart chakra. Clearly, matters of the heart and relationships will be taking center stage for you in January. And because this card is coming out upright, this is very positive. It definitely feels like your heart is opening up in profound ways, connecting with others in profound ways that you've always desired and hoped for. After many, many years of perhaps being in spaces that didn't quite suit you and perhaps being in connections that didn't quite suit you, it just feels like the tables are changing, the tides are changing, and it feels like this is happening across the board in all of your relationships. Things seem to be coming together, okay? One thing that I've been picking up on for the collective is actually family issues improving for a lot of people. I'm also seeing a lot of people getting into relationships with people who actually really do sort of like worship them and treat them how they should be treated, which is very beautiful. I've been seeing that a lot. So some of you guys may be getting into something like that. This is also releasing resentment towards people from the past who you may no longer be in contact with. It just feels like an overall overhaul of love in your heart space. Relationships are moving forward. The past is being released. You feel really strongly connected to people who you have a strong soul tie with. It's just all around quite beautiful in matters of the heart in January. You have Orphaned coming out in reverse. Okay, this is really telling and actually goes along like hand in hand with that message. So when these cards, this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, when these cards come out in reverse, there is a corresponding message that wants to offer you some protection. So this is what that says. The shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. This, exactly guys, this is what you are overcoming in the month of January. Abandonment wounds. Absolutely. That's why the heart chakra is coming out upright. Archangel Raphael is working with you to overcome abandonment wounds, abandonment issues, and bring you to a place where intimacy is expressed beautifully, okay? Very, very stunning. And abandonment wounds can come from a whole catalog of things, maybe someone, especially like rooting into your childhood, maybe someone was not there for you emotionally, maybe someone passed away, maybe someone left, maybe someone cheated, whatever it may be. There could be this fear of losing love after it is obtained. And that's sort of why in Buddhism, the best thing you could do for yourself is detach in a healthy way, allowing yourself to experience the warmth, the intimacy, the love to the fullest capacity, but also understanding that life is impermanent and not fearing abandonment, not fearing losing what you have received, because you are aware that energy is always moving, and when one door closes, another one opens. That is the nature of life, and no longer remaining so like clingy, like attached so heavily to each experience you face. Understanding that each feeling you have, yes, it is fleeting. Happiness will not last forever, but also sadness will not last forever. And I don't know, when you really, really embody that wisdom down to the bones, the core of your being, it brings in such a state of peace, unconditional love, and just an enjoyment of the experience of life in all of its facets that is so difficult to experience when you are critically attached and carrying these abandonment wounds. So releasing abandonment wounds is a major theme of January for you. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Do not abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Beautiful message there. You guys are allowing life to love you. You are allowing beautiful things to come to you by releasing the fear of abandonment and trusting that the universe has your back. Very stunning. And I do feel on a day-to-day basis, for some of you guys watching, you may be in a really great, beautiful relationship here, and you may be faced with some of your old patterns. Maybe you are questioning the relationship. Oh, what if they leave? What if they're going to kidnap me? What if fill in the blank? And that is due to past pain. That is due to past abandonment. But the month of January is all about trusting. It's all about allowing people to leave if they must leave, and understanding that that is a way of life, but also trusting that some people are really good. Some people really do have our backs, and we could never let those people into our hearts if we are fearing the opposite constantly. You know what I mean? It's like in the fear of death, people forget to live. In the fear of abandonment, people forget to be intimate and to love. And so just accepting the shadow aspects of love will bring love into your life. You cannot have light without shadow. So there's a lot of deep emotional work taking place in January. We have travel coming through as well. Movement, travel is going to be a big part of your month. It says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Really beautiful message there. Stunning. Okay. So a lot of you guys clearly are traveling or moving or planning some sort of travel or movement. And it will go even better than planned is what I'm seeing. So very stunning. Let's dive deeper into this month ahead for you. Group number 2, January 2025. You have the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is your own masculine energy. Okay, fearing being abandoned, anxiously attached or avoidantly attached even. Two sides of the same coin there. Some people avoid intimacy, avoid difficult conversations because they are afraid if they show people their deeper sides, they're going to leave. And other people cling on anxiously for the same exact reason. They're afraid that they're going to be left. This is what you're mastering in 2025 emotionally. We have the 8 of Wands. There is a lot of momentum, communication, and change that will be happening here. 8 of Wands is my favorite card in the tarot because it shows all of these old manifestations, all of these old seeds that you've planted in the past are all coming in all at once. You know that phrase, when it rains, it pours? That doesn't just apply to negative things, that also applies to positive things. It's like one positive thing starts happening and then it just snowballs into so many other positive things that take place. And I'm seeing that sort of beautiful momentum taking place for a lot of you guys. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords coming out in reverse. Yes, letting what needs to end. Letting go, releasing. I'm seeing some shadow work here when it comes to people that may have left you or didn't want you or abandoned you in the past. You are, I don't know what it is. I'm seeing something. It feels like a ritual, weirdly enough. Some of you may be doing a deep meditation, a shamanic journey, or I don't really advocate for using hallucinogenic plant medicine, but even some of you may be doing that and having some pretty powerful insights when it comes to releasing, when it comes to letting go of these wounds. Like I said, there's a psychological, emotional healing element to this month. You're opening yourself up to the people who do want you in their life, who do want to work with you, who do want to see you. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse. Okay. Sudden, unexpected, spontaneous energies and developments may unfold for you in January. These are things that you cannot predict. Life is removing the people, places, and things that are not in alignment with you. And it feels like you have already given life permission to do this. You may have set the intention in the recent past, like, life, take anybody or anything out of my life that does not serve me, that is not in alignment with my highest path. You may have literally said some sort of affirmation like that in the recent past, and the universe will be delivering on that. So don't be surprised when these sudden changes take place, okay? The universe wants to love you, wants to see you prosperous, and will keep you on a path where those things are accessible. And it feels like you've given permission for the universe to uproot anything that is not in alignment with that from your life. So this is the perfect time to practice detachment and allowing those things to leave, allowing those things to exit. Let's see. We have the Page of Pentacles. It feels like a newer, higher level of commitment is coming in for a lot of you. It definitely feels like I'm feeling a lot of relationships ascending to a higher level in January, like romantic relationships, but I'm also seeing commitment that you may have towards a certain project or dream in your life, and it's in the beginning stages here, but you're really starting to grow this thing. For some of you, I'm seeing this could be a project involving business or like a new business or career, side hustle energy, and you actually are already seeing some results, like financial results from this. And there's an excitement in the air because you know that if you keep going, like, this could have the potential to be something really, really big. So I am seeing that. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. It's not quite at that deeply, deeply prosperous and committed phase of things just yet. We have two kings in reverse as well. So the divine masculine in your life may be a little bit apprehensive at this time. They may be the ones lacking security here, either like anxiously attached or avoidantly attached. So I would pay attention to that. It's not necessarily your job to heal or grow or fix or change or diagnose anyone that's in your personal life, but I would pay attention to the divine masculine energy within yourself and within the people around you. And make sure that they're like communicating effectively and as equally committed to you as you are to them, pulling through with some of the things that they said that they were going to do, things like that. It definitely, one thing that I'm seeing here is that some of you guys may be treating either like a relationship or a project, a goal or something as if it has been in your life a lot longer than it actually has. And I know this is a very specific message, but hear me out here. Like, for example, if you just started a business, it's like only a few months old and you're expecting it to bring in millions of dollars. It's like you need to keep your expectations a little bit lower, a little bit more realistic. As to like how quickly and how much it can make, and work your way up using baby steps. Same thing with relationships. If you are really jumping into a relationship quickly and ascending levels of commitment there at a very rapid pace, like you need to keep in mind that you still have a lot of like getting to know each other to do, no matter how familiar this person may feel. So I don't know, random message there. We have the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse as well. Did you just see this card spin around? We'll keep it how it is like this because clearly it wanted to spin for us. Anyways, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Pentacles upright. Okay. Some of you guys, it feels like you are making a small amount of money, or you're just in the humble beginnings of a new commitment, a new home or something of that nature, a new vehicle. And it's like obviously not luxury. There's a lot of fixing up to do, a lot of love to pour into it to make it something more luxurious, I suppose. But again, pat yourself on the back for even starting in the first place. One thing that I am seeing here with the King of Pentacles in reverse next to the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I don't know why this is coming through. You may have been under the impression that somebody or something, like a company, an organization, a person, made a lot more money than they do, or had a lot more resources and experience than they do. I am seeing that. You may also feel like you present yourself as someone who is a lot more experienced than you are. I don't think that feeling will ever go away because it's kind of like imposter syndrome. A lot of us don't know what we're doing in the world. We all just feel like children. We all feel like teens, babies, no matter how old. There's grandparents who feel this way, like they don't know what they're doing. There's plenty of people who are CEOs and in positions of great leadership and strength who, again, have no idea what they're doing. They're just, everyone's winging it, and you may feel like you're winging it too. You find yourself in this position of authority, but you don't necessarily feel prepared for it. So it's kind of like a fake it till you make it type of energy is what you're being asked to do. Another thing that I am seeing here is changes and transitions in the home place and the family may be happening, and there could be some interesting feelings around that, adjustments around that when it comes to alternate generations, like older and younger generations. There could be some adjustments taking place there. And then we have the Ace of Cups coming out in reverse. Love wants to come in. The universe wants to love you. And again, this month is all about overcoming abandonment wounds and getting yourself emotionally in the right space to embrace and accept love and prosperity for all it is. You are still in the humble beginnings of great manifestations, the beginning stages of commitment with someone or commitment to a career path or something like that. Like, there's so much potential. That's what I want to say. There's so much potential for things to grow into something amazing in January, but you're still in those beginning phases where there are some uncertainties, some wounds may be coming up for you to be dealt with. Just getting on the same page as the people around you, etc. That's what this month really feels like, which is positive. It's good work that needs to be done. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your, watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. I'm so used to saying that from my second channel. If you want weekly and monthly, yearly, quarterly tarot readings for each zodiac sign, go check that channel out. It's called Spirit Psychic Tarot. But what I meant to say was like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. You guys selected this beautiful snowman. So let's see what's in store for you in January 2025. You have Healer of the Ages coming out in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you guys who selected group number 3 are on a path where you feel called to heal the collective, to help grow the collective, to make the planet a more beautiful space. However, you may be entering into this month feeling a little bit out of alignment or out of sorts because maybe you have not been focusing on yourself enough recently. You've been trying to heal and give from your own personal cup as opposed to the overflow. Okay, so what is needed here is you need to get grounded. You need to do some root work. And what does that mean? Like, make sure before you are generous, before you are giving to others, and even if your career and how you make money is in a field where you are helping heal other people, like nursing or even psychic work like this, or therapy or anything of the sort, really. Make sure that your house is clean, your laundry is done, you have beautiful home cooked meals for yourself. You're not just eating out every day. You have enough exercise, you've been stretching, enough water, enough sleep. That very basic physical primal level of security and taking care of yourself. You need to make sure you have that first and foremost before you're out here being generous, giving beautiful, extravagant gifts to other people and spending money on all of this crazy stuff, saying yes to going out. Make sure that your personal financial foundation is strong first. I really like Dave Ramsey's baby steps for that reason, making sure you have an emergency fund, your debts are paid off, and all that jazz before you're overly generous with other people. You know what I mean? And it's like with Healer of the Ages coming out in reverse, you are a much stronger healer when you are pouring from excess, from overflow, as opposed to your personal cup of fulfillment, okay? It takes time for that cup of fulfillment to fill up. Time in that routine that we just talked about, time to receive and recuperate things like finances, energy, etc., and get to a point in your life where you are out of debt, you are well rested, you have great food in your system, and then you are a strong healer. Now, can you technically be a powerful healer before you reach that point? Yes, but no, keep in mind, know that you are giving away your own energy at that point. So really in January, take good care of yourself. That's what it feels like this month is all about. The ability to receive healing from the universe for yourself, receiving finances, receiving health, receiving support, receiving just recuperating. We have Never Ending Story coming out in reverse. So all 3 groups seem to have one of these cards come out in reverse. And this is from Wisdom of the Oracle. And when these cards come out in reverse, they're giving us a message of protection to take with us in January 2025. So let's see what Never Ending Story has to say. This is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Ooh, this is a big message I've been feeling in the collective recently. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. This makes so much sense. Guys, if you select the group number 3, you are a healer. No doubt about it. Very compassionate, very giving. However, there are people in your life who have a lot of drama going on right now. You know who they are, okay? So just listen to your intuition when it comes to who we're talking about here. Do not get involved. Do not put yourself in the middle of what they got going on. You know, if they got crazy stuff going on legally, crazy stuff going on with their exes, with random people, you need to let them figure that out for themselves. Do not give advice. Do not get yourself wrapped up or involved. Oh my God. because this person, whoever it may be, like their energy is leaking. Okay. So when you try to fill them back up, you're wasting your own energy because it's just leaking right out of them. And it's like, not only that, but you need to fill your own cup up first and then give from the overflow of that cup, not your own personal cup of fulfillment. Okay. So do not get involved in people's drama in January. That is a massive piece of advice for you. Totally massive. Keep your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. This is funny because this message has actually really been coming through in so many people's readings. That exact quote too, not my monkey, not my circus, not my monkeys. It feels like a really big message for the collective because there is some drama going on always, of course, but I feel like healers especially have a tendency to attract people or just always seem to have people like be at a point in their life at some point where there's someone who they care about a lot, they love a lot, very close to them, who's going through their own drama. And there is one, just hit the camera. There is one big lesson that all healers have to go through, and that is understanding that your personal relationships, not your professional ones, your personal ones, even if you're a professional healer in some sense, your personal relationships are not yours to heal, okay? You could be a nurse, you could be a talented psychic or tarot reader, it does not matter. You're not really supposed to diagnose and treat your closest friends and family. There's a professional boundary there for a very good reason. Do not do business with family members and close friends. Business is meant for strangers and like people, like mutual friends, things like that. When you get your business involved with your personal connections, I don't know, it just has such a tendency to go wrong. But especially like your closest people to you, their problems are their problems. Sometimes love can make us want to solve all of the problems that exist in the people closest to us's lives. It is not your business, okay? Create distance where you feel like you need to create distance. There is someone in your life who is a little bit emotionally exhausting because of the drama they continuously kind of keep themselves in, and it's unfortunate because sometimes people, they keep continuously putting themselves into a position in life where they are the victim. But at some point, like when this becomes a repetitive process, and I know it's very harsh to say, but sometimes, guys, people become addicted to that and they subconsciously keep putting themselves into positions where they can be victimized. Okay. And this is coming from someone who has a history of abusive relationships and things like that. It is very unfortunate and we can never blame the victim. However, occasionally, this is a difficult thing to talk about because so many people take this the wrong way and take it too far. But definitely there are people who sort of accidentally keep putting themselves into that position over and over in life. Is it their fault that being victimized occurs? No. However, there are some preventative measures that can occasionally happen, not all of the time, but can occasionally happen, especially if it's a repetitive cycle that this person keeps getting themselves into. So whoever in your life just constantly seems to have drama going on that follows them everywhere, I want to let you know, it is not that they're just incredibly unlucky. It is kind of also a choice that they are making to keep themselves locked into this drama, because the universe has given them multiple ideas and options moving forward to remove themselves from the drama they find themselves in, and they chose not to take that option. So do not enable this person by trying to resolve their issues for them and pouring energy into them, because your energy is just going to immediately sort of drain out of them anyways. So there's no point. And also, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Some people just, you can take a horse to water, you can't force them to drink, You can tell someone exactly what they need to do, give them the exact resources that they need to get out of a problematic situation. That does not mean they are going to do it, okay? So don't even waste your breath. Don't even waste your time. Don't waste your resources. It's not worth it. Okay, sometimes people just need to figure things out on their own. And I am seeing that group number 3 for you guys. There could be a family member or friend or someone who needs to figure things out on their own. We have empowerment coming through for you. Yes, very beautiful. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Very, very stunning. It feels like a lot of you are in an era, a chapter of your life where you are happily and confidently being quite independent. I'm seeing visions of a lot of you guys like going places by yourself, like, working out, going to the gym by yourself, or even going out to eat, going traveling by yourself, like really empowering yourself through like just doing new things. I mean, that is a big confidence booster. That is a big anxiety reliever. You know, people who struggle with very severe social anxiety or like anxiety, they don't even like leaving their house. The way to cure that is by doing new things, doing hard things regularly. I am telling you, yeah, 10 of Swords. This is exhaustion. This is an ending. And I just feel an exhausting presence in your life. I think you know who this person is. It feels like a person, okay? Create space from them. Let them do hard things on their own. That will take them away from this anxiety they have with the world, from constantly putting themselves in familiar negative patterns. They need to learn on their own. They need to go out and do hard, difficult, challenging things on their own. That will empower them. And if you see them trying to do something like that, give them the encouragement, give them the love then. Like, oh, you're doing this hard new thing. I'm so proud of you. Like, keep cheering them on. Positive reinforcement is one of the strongest things you could do from a psychological perspective to manipulate someone's behavior in the direction that you want it to go in. Positive reinforcement means praising and complimenting and rewarding people when they do the thing that you want them to do. Okay? And in this case, it is when your friend or family member finally chooses to do the right thing. Shower them in your energy then and only then. When they are in this state of drama and chaos, create space. Now, this advice would not apply to every single situation. I just want to clarify that, okay? But in this particular situation, this is what you need to do. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse coming out as well. And when this comes out in reverse, it can be a little bit of tedium, you know, never ending story, hearing the same old excuse over and over and over again. I think you're pretty much done with that. You know, what is it? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Someone in your life may be doing that. And also you're kind of doing that too, expecting them to magically change when nothing is changing for them or with them. So it's like your own boundaries need to change. How you react needs to change yourself. Okay. Very beautiful message. We have the 3 of Cups. Yes, peace and happiness, sunshine sort of energy, returning to your social dynamics, you know, no longer feeling like a rain cloud. It's like, I'm seeing you having a lot of positive get-togethers with people, going out and having fun, doing fun things, growing together, evolving together. These are the sort of friendships that I want to manifest more in my life, and I'm sure you want to manifest more in your life as well. People who make you laugh, who you can have exciting experiences with and really support each other, and just beautiful. Like, everybody is looking to better their lives. Having friendships like that is so empowering, and I am seeing you networking and connecting with people like that, which is so beautiful. We have the King of Swords upright as well. Masculine energy is looking strong within you and also in the people around you. So this masculine energy in particular is very good at communicating, and it's like they're very clear-minded. Strong boundaries here. Exactly. Good, strong boundaries will make for peace. You know, and I was just telling my friends the other day that, like, I am not friendly with my neighbors because we all currently live so close together. Like, I say hi to them when I see them. That is it. We don't need to know each other's business. There's no room for fences where I live, you know, in the city. But, yeah, friendliness, but like, keep your business to yourself and I'll keep my business to myself. And it is so peaceful. You know what I mean? So it's like good boundaries create peace. Same thing, especially in your closest relationships. Like, listen, man, keep your deeper dramas to yourself. I mean, there's a nice fine balance between intimacy, sharing your soul with another being, versus just sort of expecting your closest community to solve your problems for you. You know, there's a line there. And I feel like you're mastering that line very beautifully. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is a very non-committal sort of energy, like someone not committing to their growth or a relationship or something like that. They get very wrapped up in the excitement of new ideas, new projects, but they rarely finish. And for some of you, this is a reflection of you as well. Maybe you have a lot of half-finished things lying around your house currently that needs to get done. So a piece of advice there is to get those things done. But this could also be a reflection of someone in your life as well, who perhaps, they have a similar problem when it comes to committing. They get very excited about like a new idea, a new job, whatever, but they can't hold it down. Seven of Swords, sabotage. I want to see what comes out next to this. Death in reverse. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This reading seems to be really wanting to focus on this one relationship that needs stronger boundaries, that like you need to sort of like let them make their own mistakes, do their own thing, and you need to establish strong boundaries with them and choose the people in your life who are growth oriented. It definitely feels like the universe is illuminating who those people are for you. There are some people who feel very in alignment with your highest path. And, these are people that I'm really feeling they're intelligent. They want to experience new things like traveling. They keep up with what's going on in the world. They are able to laugh. They're just not a rain cloud. I don't know how to put it. Like some people, like you may have this undying sense of loyalty to people at times where it's like, why? They don't change, they don't grow, they don't evolve, and they drain your energy. And it's like, there are other people and other things in your life that feel good, that have a lot of growth potential. It's like, that's what you should be focusing on, create more space between you and the people who constantly keep themselves in negative patterns. And listen, I will even say this from personal experience, as somebody who at one point in my life was addicted to complaining and getting myself wrapped up in really toxic relationships. It was okay for the people in my life at that time, for some of the people, to completely cut me off. Like, I get it. I do not blame them in retrospect, okay? It is okay for you to create some space between you and people who are locked in to this really negative, repetitive cycle. Now, if a one-off traumatic event happens to a friend and you just like cut them off because of that, yeah, you're a dick, okay? But if this is a repeating pattern that they continuously choose to put themselves in, it is within your right to set boundaries and space with that person, okay? And you may feel guilty for doing that, but I'm telling you, do not feel guilty, okay? Do what is best for you. And also, it is best for them because you're not going to enable them constantly complaining to you and getting wrapped up in like trying to get you to solve their problems for you. So those changes seem to be pretty big for you in January, and January feels like a little bit of a turning point where it's like you have these boundaries, and also you are choosing people who are highly motivated, who have good things going on and really add to your life. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse right next to that Death card in reverse. Yeah, masculine energy, closed-minded, sort of unwilling to change. It kind of just goes back to what we were just saying. The patience there is wearing thin. So interesting month ahead. I see a lot of like fun outings. There's fun things that you will be doing in January. And that's what I'm saying. It's like a part of you may be like, man, I don't want to bring this person along and then have them ruin the vibe. And it's like, that is totally acceptable for you to think that way. Do not feel guilty. Group number 3. Okay. And you're at a place where you're wanting to surround yourself with people who really motivate, inspire, and uplift you. You are sick and tired of being the smartest person in the room, the most competent and capable person in the room. If that is the case, you are in the wrong room, okay? Ask yourself, do I want to be more like this person? This person being the people that you spend the most time with and are most connected with. Would you want to be more like them? If the answer is no, then some space is needed, because subconsciously you all rub off on each other. What is it? There's this theory that like 90% of your personality is a mixture between the 5 closest people to you. And that is so true. Like, energy is it's always moving, and it is very contagious. So you definitely want to surround yourself with amazing individuals. I am seeing that happening for you in January. There's opportunities for you to connect with friends and beautiful people who just, like I said, really inspire you. So very stunning. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't feel guilty for doing so. Surround yourself with people and environments and circumstances that are empowering to you, to your health and wellness. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. So check it out. Bye-bye.